Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare.
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Sri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Sri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Desha Gopi Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchan Gaurangi Radhe Vrindaveshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi
Pranamami Hare.
Bolo Shri Radhe Guru Kananda Bhagwan ki
Jai.
Hare Krishna everyone.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, everyone.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, beginning of the long weekend. Well, nice to see you everyone. All right, so we are reading Adhyay 12. Yeah, and yesterday we read till Adhyay Shlok 29, and so now is a Shlok 30. Saish loke vikhyat hai parikshit yat prabhu hai purva drishtam anudhyayan pariksheta nareshvi hai. So his son would become famous in the world as Parikshit, examiner, right? Because he would come to examine all human beings in his search after that personality whom he saw before his birth. Thus, he would come to constantly contemplate him. You know? So, we have been reading about Parikshit Maharaj, and he has been like a lot of similarities has been shown. All these rishis and brahmins have been telling King Yudhishthir, Maharaj Yudhishthir, that Parikshit Samrat is going to be like him. So who all we were talking about, right? Like Parikshit Maharaj, he was compared with even Supreme Lord Ram. Who else he was, who else, which other references were sought to explain about who Parikshit Maharaj is going to be? Remember a couple of them?
Yayati.
Yayati, right? Yeah, compared to Yayati. Bharat, yeah. Compared like Bharat Maharaj. Yeah. You are even so similarity with Lord Sri Krishna himself. Yeah.
And Yudhishthir himself.
Right. Maharaj Yudhishthir Pitamaha, remember? Right? Lord Brahma. So, so that was really nice. Shivam, do you want to read this again?
Yeah. So his son would become famous in the world as Parikshit examiner because he would come to examine all human beings in his search after that personality whom he saw before his birth. Thus he would come to constantly contemplate him. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, right? So Parikshit, Pariksha, examiner, right? And after that personality whom he saw before his birth, whom did he saw before his birth?
He saw Lord Krishna.
Lord Krishna, right? Who came and saved Parikshit Maharaj? After the Brahmastra, Lord Krishna went into the womb of Uttara to save Maharaj Parikshit. So Maharaj Parikshit saw before, and then after protecting him, Bhagwan Antardhan ho gaya. So he saw that he already did the darshan. But now what has happened is he remembers it. And what they are saying is when he comes out, right? So he will examine all human beings in search after that personality, like where is he? who is he, right? And who is he himself? Thus he would come to constantly contemplate him. So that's about Maharaj Parikshit. Hare Krishna Rasikshan Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
And Hare Krishna Soham. Nice to see you.
Hare Krishna
Hare
everyone.
Krishna. Nisha.
राजपुत्रो ववृद्धे आशु शुक्ल इवोड्डुपः आपूर्यमानः पितृभिः काष्ठाभिरिव सोन्वहम्. As the moon in its waxing fortnight develops day after day, so the royal prince Parikshit very soon developed luxuriantly under the care and full facilities of his guardian grandfathers. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Mukesh.
Yakshmano Ashwadmedhen Gyati Dro Jyasya Raja Labdhano Datyo Nanyatra Karandandayo. Just at this time, King Yudhishthira was considering performing a horse sacrifice to get freed from sins incurred from fighting with kinsmen. But he became anxious to get some wealth, for there were no surplus funds outside of fines and tax collections.
So like after the war and everything, the funds were exhausted, no surplus funds, but King Yudhishthira is still feeling, right, all these people who have been eliminated during the war. He needs to do some good karmas to get rid of that thinking or process from the mind. So he wants to perform some sacrifices. Ravi? Ravi?
तद्धि पुत्रे मालक्ष्य भ्रात्योच्योत्थिताः धनं प्रहीणमाजुरुदिराच्या दिशि भूरिष्य. Understanding the heartly wishes of the king, his brother, as advised by the incarnate Lord Krishna, collected sufficient riches from the north, left by the king Maurya. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Marutta. Right? So Maharaj Marutta. So who was he? He was also one of the great emperors of the world. And his description is given in the purport again, like if anyone is interested in to know. But he had left a lot of gold. And the brothers of Maharaj Yudhishthira, of course, all Pandus, they went and they collected that. So they can perform the sacrifices as desired by Maharaj Yudhishthira. Just in this age of Kali though, right? In this age of Kali, there is only one kind of sacrifice is recommended. And that sacrifice is Sankirtan Yagna. Because in this Kali Yuga, to do like meditation for thousands of years, right? No one can even be living for that long, right? But to even do the meditation for 1 year, we cannot even think for 1 day, right? Or do Havan or mantras, and all that is not possible. So in this age of Kali, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself, he has recommended Sankirtan Yagna. And what is the best thing in Sankirtan Yagna? What's the best thing one can do?
Chanting.
Chanting Hare Krishna.
Right? So Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And that chanting is recommended, right? Has been recommended by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is none other than the avatar of Radhe Rani and Lord Krishna himself, right? Together. So that is why we do this chanting in the beginning itself. Rinaji?
तेन संवृत संभारो धर्मपुत्रो युधिष्ठिरा वाजी मध्ये स्त्रीभिर्तो यज्ञे समय जद्विरम. By those riches, the king could procure the ingredients for 3 horse sacrifices. This the pious king Yudhishthira, who was very fearful after the battle of Kurukshetra, please Lord Hari, the personality of Godhead.
Oh,
Hare Krishna.
Godhead. Right. So Maharaj Parikshit is growing while Maharaj Yudhishthira is doing, he's still the king. So, Siksham Prabhuji.
आहुतो भगवान् राज्ञा याजयित्वा द्विजे नृपम् वासकीर्तिचिन्मासाना सुहृदा प्रियकाम्यया.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Yeah. Soham, would you like to read? Soham?
Yeah. Lord Sri Krishna, the personality of Godhead, being invited to the sacrifice of Maharaj Yudhishthira, saw to it that they were performed by qualified twice-born Brahmanas. After that, for the pleasure to relatives, the Lord remained a few months. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, right? So this yajna was performed, Lord Krishna is there, and then Lord Krishna is still remained there for some more time in Hastinapur. Anilji?
जी ततो राज्ञाभ्यनुज्ञातः कृष्णया सह बन्धुभिः ययो द्वारवर्तीं ब्राह्मणं सार्जुनो यदुभिर्व्रतः. O Sonaka, thereafter the Lord, having bade farewell to King Yudhishthira, Draupadi and other relatives, started for the city of Dwarka, accompanied by Arjuna and other members of the Yadu dynasty. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So thus ends the Bhakti Vedanta purpose of the first canto, 12th chapter of the Srimad Bhagvatam entitled Birth of Emperor Parikshit. Bolo Srimad Bhagvatam ki
Jai.
Jai.
So we have actually completed now 12 chapters. And actually Rasik Shyamji Prabhuji has sent us a summary of this chapter. So we can quickly, see that summary. Let me bring it up. Okay, can everyone see that?
Yep.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So let's just quickly review, right? So this whole Adhyay 12 had like 36 shlokas. Yeah. Out of those 36 shlokas, the first 3 was inquiries about Parikshit, right? So how Parikshit Maharaj was saved in the womb by Lord Sri Krishna, right? And then how Sukdev Goswami Ji Maharaj, right, is going to then recite Srimad Bhagavatam, right, to Parikshit Ji Maharaj. And then we saw Yudhishthira's exemplary rules, how he was in the Krishna consciousness. Even though he was big Samrat, we read, right, he did not have any attraction for the worldly opulences, right? He was attracted to the spiritual opulence, completely absorbed in Lord Krishna's service. So that's how Maharaj Yudhishthira was, right? And then Lord Krishna in 7 to 11, Lord Krishna protects Parikshit in womb, and that's where Parikshit Maharaj took the darshan of Supreme Lord in the womb himself. And then how the Lord saves him and then disappears. And then, of course, we read about astrology a little bit, right? How in the good signs of zodiac, when all the stars were aligned, Maharaj Parikshit was born. And then we saw that how it bifurcates from Vedas themselves, right? The Ayurvedic knowledge and the zodiac knowledge. And then how the Yudhishthira Maharaj performed the yajna. And then Brahmins speak out about Parikshit. So we saw that, how they tell like he'll be famous as a Vishnu Rata, right, as a first class devotee, and how he'll be like Arjun, how he'll be like Lord Krishna, Lord Sri Ram, so on and so forth. And then his prediction of the future qualities. And Parikshit means examiner. And then Yudhishthira Maharaj performed the horse sacrifice. And then Krishna returns to Dwarka with Arjun. So that's kind of a very quick summary of what we read in Adhyay 12. Rasiksham Prabhuji, you want to say anything?
क्या प्रभु जी?
आप कुछ कहेंगे?
बस थोड़ा सा यही कहना है कि जो पोस्ट महाभारत जितने भी अश्वमेध यज्ञ हुए हैं उसके बारे में अगर हमको कभी पढ़ना हो तो यमनीय भारत, जैमिनी ऋषि द्वारा लिखा गया एक ग्रंथ है यमनीय भारत, उसमें बहुत बढ़िया वर्णन है, जहाँ अलग अलग स्टोरी, ऐसे अनसुने स्टोरी है कि आप लोग थ्रिल्ड हो जाएंगे। अच्छे अच्छे भक्तों का, जो कितने बड़े बड़े भक्त थे, अर्जुन से भी बड़े बड़े भक्त थे वहां पर, उनके बारे में जानेंगे।
क्या नाम है प्रभु जी ग्रंथ का? यमनीय भारत?
हाँ हाँ, जैमिनीय भारत।
जैमिनीय भारत, ओके।
That's nice, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. So we'll continue with Adhyay 13, and Adhyay 13 is about Dhritarashtra quits home, right? So King Dhritarashtra, now the king is Maharaj Yudhishthira, and then Dhritarashtra quits home. So we'll see that story, how Vidur Maharaj comes back, and then how he advises Dhritarashtra Maharaj to actually leave Hastinapur and try to do some good karmas. So let's continue reading that. Tarun?
Sutovacha Viduras Tirtha Yatrayam Metrayad Atmano Gatim Jnanavadat Vagat Dhasnapuram Tatyavata Vivitisita. Sri Suta Goswami said, while traveling on a pilgrimage, Vidura received knowledge of the destination of the self from the great sage Maitreya and then returned to Hastinapur. He became as well versed in the subject as he desired. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, right? So everyone knows Vidur Maharaj, right? Everyone knows the role of Vidur and how prominent he is and how knowledgeable he was, right? And then he also, on top of it, that he gets the knowledge from great sage Maitreya. Because as we recollect, right, Vidur Maharaj actually leaves Hastinapur after when the Mahabharata war starts and all that. Okay? So, nice. Ajay? Ajay, you're there?
यावतः कृतवान् प्रक्षान् श्रन्ता कौशार वागतः जाकैति भक्ति गोविंदे तेमिव श्रोपरामः. After asking various questions and becoming established in the transcendental loving service of Lord Krishna, Vidur retired from putting questions to Maitreya Muni. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Right? So Vidur Maharaj himself was such a Jnani, as we all know. So Hare Krishna, Jitendra.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Tam bandhumagatam drishtva dharmaputrah sahanujah dhritarashtra yuyutksha sutah sharadvatah pritha gandhari draupadi brahman shubhadra chotirra kripi anyayaksha jamyah pandor gyatah sasutah striyah. So Shiva,
when they saw Vidura return to the palace, all the inhabitants, Maharaja Yudhishthira, his younger brothers, Dhritarashtra, Satyaki, Sanjaya, Kripacharya, Kunati, Gundhari, Draupadi, Shubhadra, Uttara, Kripi, many other wives of the Kauravas and other ladies with children all hurried to him in great delight. It so appeared that they had regained their consciousness after a long period. Hare Krishna.
right? So everyone is so thrilled. Thank you, Shiva. Everyone is so thrilled to receive Maharaj Vidur, right? And in the purport, it's described like who is what, right? So of course, you all know Gandhari, right? The ideal chaste lady in the history of the world. And Gandhari was daughter of Maharaj Subla, was the king of Gandhar, right? Similarly, it says Pritha, and who is Pritha?
Kunti?
Kunti Maharani, right? So daughter of Maharaj Sursen. and sister of Vasudev, Lord Krishna's father. Later, she was adopted by Maharaj Kunti Bhoj, and hence she is known as Kunti. But actually, important thing which we may not know or remember is she is the incarnation of the success potency of the personality of Godhead himself. Okay. So then, of course, we know all about Draupadi, right? She is the most chaste daughter of Maharaja Drupad, but then she is partly an incarnation of the goddess Sachi, the wife of Indra. Okay, so all incarnations of, right? And Subhadra, of course, we know Subhadra, daughter of Vasudeva and sister of Lord Sri Krishna. She was not only a very dear daughter of Vasudeva, but also a very dear sister to both Krishna and Baldev. So we all know about Lord Jagannath Rath Yatra, when Lord Jagannath, Subhadra and Baldev, Lord Baldev, they come out on the Rath Yatra, right? Jitendra, would you like to read?
Pratarjumya Paradeshna Pranavam Tanva Ivagatam Abhisangamya Vidivata Parivasham Vidapavane. With great delight, they all approached him as if life had returned to their bodies. They exchanged obeisances and welcomed each other with embraces. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Nisha?
मुमुचुः प्रेम बाष्पोघं वीरहौत्कण्ठ्यकातराः राजा तमर्हया चक्रे कृतासन्न परिग्रहम्. Due to anxieties and long separation, they all cried out of affection. King Yudhishthir then arranged to offer sitting accommodations and a reception. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Reena ji? आप म्यूट पे हैं रीना जी.
तं भुक्तवन्तं विश्रान्तमासीनं सुखमासने प्रश्रया वनतो राजा प्राह तेषां च शृण्वताम्. After Vidur ate sumptuously and took sufficient rest, he was comfortably seated. Then the king began to speak to him, and all who were present there listened.
Right. So King Maharaj Yudhishthir began speaking to Vidur Maharaj. Vidur is back now, and I think so that's something we are going to read. Today is Thursday, so we'll have a long weekend. So on Monday we'll continue reading, see what questions Maharaj Yudhishthir has for Vidurji. Yeah. So we'll continue reading that. And yesterday we were looking at Swami Prabhupada's disappearance day was yesterday, and we are looking directly from the temple how the Abhishek was being done. I will continue seeing that for, I think we have only 4 minutes. It's really good. I'll send you the link also if you want to continue looking at that. But right now we'll just look at for 4 minutes. It's really wonderful. Okay.
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Sai Gaur Hariva Hariva Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Jai Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada. श्रीला प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद जय श्रीला प्रभुपाद जय गुरुदेव जय जय गुरुदेव जय गुरुदेव जय जय गुरुदेव जय प्रभुपाद जय श्रीला प्रभुपाद जय गुरुदेव जय राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण हरे प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद